Respected teachers and dear friends, good evening all of you. Today's date is 11th of May 2022 and our today's video topic is wrapper classes in Java. So basically in Java there are a number of primitive data types like int, char, float, byte, double, short, boolean. So these are data types which stores direct value in it, which is a primitive value or and any value. So Java basically follows the object-oriented programming system, right? So what object-oriented programming tells us that everything in your program should be an object. So basically, primitive data types are not actually objects; they are actually only variables with a particular value stored in it. So to convert that primitive data types into an object, wrapper classes are introduced. So wrapper classes means basically for every primitive data type there is an associated wrapper class is available. Like for int, an integer wrapper class is available. For char, a character is available. For long, a long is available, and same for all the primitive data types. So why we need wrapper classes in Java? As we know that Java follows the OOPS concept, and after when collection frameworks added into the Java, collection framework is always based on the object-oriented system. Like it has a number of interfaces and number of classes, but collection framework only stores objects in it. Like if you are using array list or set or map, it tells us that everything in it should be an object. So basically we cannot store an int type of data into the collection or into something array list or a set or a map. So at that time we need to use an object of our data. So wrapper classes are mostly important in Java programming languages. Whenever you are dealing with projects, you should use wrapper classes in your whole project. Int is or primitive data type using is not recommended at all, because it doesn't followed by the OOPS, because in OOPS there are number of concepts or like abstraction, multi-threading supports synchronization, and in that case it doesn't support primitive data types. It only accepts objects in it. So that in that case also we need to first convert and our primitive data types into wrapper classes, and then we'll use the objects of that class. So basically how wrapper classes or conversion of int to wrapper classes or primitive to wrapper classes happens. So it is a concept of boxing or unboxing. So let's discuss about what is boxing actually. When you are storing a number into a primitive data type like int a equals to 10, so a has a value which is 10. Now if you are wish to use or convert or store that value into a wrapper class which is integer b equals to new integer, and you are passing that a variable to this b, so it is basically an boxing which is done by ourselves. And if you directly pass the value to the integer class, that is auto boxing. Means in first case a new object is created in JVM, but if you are not using a keyword new, automatically an object is created by the JVM. That is known as auto boxing. So basically we wrap our integer type of data with a class or a wrapper class. So this is basically a wrapping of int data or primitive data into an object. Similarly, unboxing happens. Unboxing means if in integer class or in integer wrapper class there is a value present, and that value we wish to use as a int variable. So we just assign an int with variable name with equals to and wrapper class variable name, or directly we can assign the value of wrapper class into the primitive types. So this is unboxing. And auto unboxing means same. We are directly passing the value or reference to the int variable, that is auto unboxing. So this is basically what wrapper classes are. Thank you so much.